This is video clip, video log, video whatever you want to call it, number 0. As you notice, I have a new haircut. It looks like a bowl cut, but at the same time, it's just not. I have cool cats and kittens shirt on, the blanket, Ohio State journal right here with, guess what's in it? Absolutely nothing throughout the whole thing. I want to write some special in it, and I have a pretty good idea. I'm going to be talking about that now. Now, Zeus, I know what you know what a sed is for morphing. I know you know what that is. Also, my tongue is horrendous. It's freaking sore. I got to deal with talking with that and eating with that. And it's been around for a little bit now. Don't scratch your tongue. It's not worth it. Trust me. Anyway. So, we all know the big problem about our human bodies. If I get my hand chopped off, I get my freaking hand chopped off. That's a bit of a problem, don't you think? It's going to be a little difficult to replace that. Now, if it's robotic as well, it's going to be pretty difficult to replace that. But are you going to have to deal with the agonizing pain? With the money of replacing it, yes. With the agonizing pain of losing your freaking hand, and the agonizing pain of the medical bills, no. So it's a win-win if you have a robot that you're able to just sit down in a VR headset and do what you gotta do with. Now, so, have you ever took a magnet and took a nail, right? You took that nail, laid that nail down on the magnet, and then you could pick up stuff with that magnet when it was on the with that nail when it was on the magnet. Well, what if we did that with the muscle? So like, there was like a motor right here. There's a couple shards of metal, depending on how far you want me to bring it. When you turn on that motor, when you power that motor, it moves the arm somewhat. Like artificial muscle, and we could use some sort of flexible material for the tendons, and also we have nerves as well. We could use that for the wiring. We don't need nerves in this thing, because first of all, one of the reasons we're making this is so that we don't feel pain, so we don't die. It could be good for military use, construction use, many purposes. This is going on for a while. You're probably getting very bored. Robot I'm talking about. And I'm thinking, you may be thinking, why human? Humans have many flaws. Yeah, mentally. Clearly you, if you're saying humans have many flaws, because if you look at the several abilities that humans can do, humans can freaking punch. If they can mount freaking spikes on their hands and punch. They can mount freaking large pieces of technology. They can make like crazy crap like that. But it's just going to take a little bit of extra effort. Now here's the thing, like, you can punch, you can elbow jab, you can kick. I'm sitting down crisscross, so I can't really demonstrate that. Headbutt. You can have plenty of combat techniques, plus all the weapons that humans use. And you're already used to this body, so why would you want to control a jaguar? Holy crap, people probably would want to do that. But here's the thing. We need to start with humans. So if we can create a human replica with electromagnets, etc., because you may be thinking, oh, we already have biotech for that. We already have our bodies. Okay, tell me, what happens if you freaking stab your hand? Owie. What happens if you stab your robotic hand? Oh, that sort of sucked. There's a difference. Now, if you decide... Sorry, ADHD is kicking in. I'm thinking about pancakes. Dang it. Okay, so, many people have to sleep to continue running. That's a major flaw. And if you know how to generate power, such as I do, it's basically you need a motor, you need some sort of electromagnets and magnets taunting each other, moving around each other, and creating some sort of electric pulse. Connect that to two wires, but you need something to get it to rotate, so that's why they have smoke factories. They have, like, the smoke thing, a fan to let the smoke out, but it has to rotate. So it rotates this giant piston. That piston powers a big magnet, and that big magnet gives electricity. So that's how all kinds of power plants work. You can make that with hydraulics, you can make that with air. We already have a stomach that deals with liquids. We have a heart that deals with pumping liquids. We could, like Warframe, we could do lube, because you're gonna, if it's a lot of metallic parts, you're gonna be moving it a lot. But if you're also you're going to have, okay, so mouth not necessary, nose not necessary, eyes could be necessary, but we could put them in easier spots or better spots. And we could just simplify the mouth and ears down to a microphone and a speaker. And a microphone and a speaker are so simple. They're like just a magnet right here and something to bounce up and down on the magnet. You need a lot of stabilizing. You need a lot of tech and intelligence to get that thing bouncing. But basically, it's a coil of wire. It's called magnetic wire that you need. And now it's not for coiling around the wire, it's meant for making speakers, dealing with headphones, etc. Yeah. And that's a speaker, statistically. If you hook that up to something, you can also rewire it differently, and then you'll have a microphone. They're both the same thing. Air is going out with the speaker, air is going in with the microphone. They're the same thing. And cameras, wait, what is it? Oh yeah, there's electric film in it that can become film and then become blank, and then become film and become blank, and send data to a thing. If we have that film flash on and off rapidly, that's the camera. I just figured that out. I watched a video on how camera work, and I just figured out how to make a recording camera. You need a non-stop flashing. Got it. Now, am I going to be able to make this? No. That's why I'm talking to you, Zeus. Because I know you're all about making robots. I know you're all about designing humans. And I want you to know about my idea of magnetic arms. My father has told me about some sort of copper alloy muscle, that it's a magnet and you can send a certain frequency to it, and the thing can sometimes only go so far because of the certain frequency you sent to it, which is a really good idea, but I can't remember what it was. Someone said they've already made a muscle with it. The big problem with making robots is balance. We want to talk about that, because with yourself, you can, stand up. Oh no, if I keep leaning this way, I'm going to fall. With a robot, you're like, you don't have that sense. Us humans have that sense because of our mind being implanted, like the first caveman who saw a cliff. Oh wow, that's cool! And then other people saw that and oh, that's not good. So we started to get this sense in our head, right? Or it's just a basic human sense. Either or really works. How explaining we have that sense. But either way, we are in tune to it, and robots are not. But here's my idea. Screw AI. We don't want AI to take over. I know what you want, Zeus. You want AI to take over the world. You want AI to take over the world instant. I know you'd want that. I know you would want to design the AI that took over the world. I know you would want to be the AI that took over the world. I can just tell. But that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea to make AI take over the world. Elia just sent me a message. If AI take over a world, who's gonna make pancakes, Zeus? Can robots make pancakes? Have you ever seen a robot make a pancake? No. You need to make the perfect pancake, so you can't let AI take over the world. We need to step away from AI. And I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon, Dr. Hawk. I'm not going to do any more of that. Anyway, so we have lungs, right? That deals with air. What if we could get the air that could be breathed in? Maybe the mouth is a good piece of tech we should mimic someplace on the machine that does it automatically. And the air that goes in gets converted into compressed air. That compressed air makes a piston, because that does work. Like, you can pump a thing full of air, poop, and then there's two holes here, so the air goes out, bep, poop, bep, and it keeps doing that, and doing that, and doing that, doing that, and doing that. You get it. But here's the thing. If you do this, you can make a thing. You can make a rotary thing with it. You already know about that. You already know that you can make rotation from up, down, you know. You already know you can make rotary motion with sliding motion. If we can make that rotary motion and power a power generator, we would be powering energy for the robot as the robot is running. We could do this with hydraulics as well, which is like water. The same thing. Just the water pumps in, there's two tubes, sucks the water out, pump back. Pumps in, sucks the water out, it goes back down due to the weight. Water pumped in, same thing, same shit. Make energy with air, water. I don't know what else. We could make other things, like a main power source that gets powered by the things. But still, it is so possible to make a robot like that. And with, I don't know if I said this, with weight balance and stuff, we could dedicate one area, most likely around the waist or the chest, as being a sensor. A big board of sensors, right? And there's water on it. If the water all goes to one side, it starts making notice thing, you know, it starts getting notice to that, you know, and the water could be completely black. We could make the water black, whatever, but we need some sort of form to sense what direction we're going, you know, what direction we're leaning. No, sometimes the leaning is a good thing, but in others it's not. We have a basic human sense, and it's going to be more difficult for us to program that into a robot. So in my opinion, we should stick to the SED type protocol of being AI thing. So yeah. Zeus, I hope that this 14 minutes weren't an extreme waste of time for you.